Yes, my name is Per Kristalund. I'm a science counselor at the Finnish Embassy. So.
Norwegian. You should finish. Thank you. Thank you very much.
It's Norwegian Embassy, yeah. I have you mentioned the application areas, so the possible applications areas in Singapore to address the Singaporean domestic challenges, smart transportation, smart societies, and so on. So I have two questions basically. What ambition does Singapore have to develop companies or applications or business that goes abroad? Where are you looking at international markets for your technology that you will develop to solve the domestic challenges? That's one question. And the other is, what kind of problem statements do you see for reaching there? What kind of new technology do you need from abroad to help you to solve the issues that you're addressing in Singapore?
Good question also on my behalf, so thank you.
Thank you. In terms of ambition for globalization, I want to put it as ambition. One of the strategies identified for going forward economy is within the digitalization space for the Singapore sector, for the Singapore economy, for the Infocom sector, there is one sliver that talks about internationalization of Singapore companies. IMDA has been bringing companies abroad for some time now, riding on, in the past, our government technology, government digitization space, where we did very well in transforming government through digitization. So many countries came forward to say, can we have collaboration, can we have partnership in this space, where we could then export some of our solutions, some of our thinking, not necessarily technology, but in business processes and transforming how government embraces and implement technology within themselves. So that space will continue to do, although the government part of the CIO business has now come under GovTech, which is a different agency, but that is still one part of internationalization strategy for Singapore. In bringing companies here in Singapore, we partner with Spring, and we partner with some other agencies within the larger Singapore government sector. We're in the process of identifying what are the strategies we take to bring Infocom companies abroad. We have done fairly well in some sectors like the construction and the retail sector, where we have iconic brands like CapitaLand, we take a Queen Bee sort of strategy, where they go abroad and they bring smaller SMEs, startups along with them, and they provide the sort of solution and the set of solutions, not just one retail company, but a whole suite of services, including beverages, etc., retail, malls, etc., as a suite, and we go abroad. So when it comes to Infocom, it's particularly more challenging because we are also a consumer of technology that's important. Nokia, Ericsson, Microsoft, HP, we have international MNCs brand in Singapore in this sector. How can we partner them as we go abroad? How could we also leverage on the footprint as we bring SME abroad? So these are some of the things we're thinking through. We don't have specific answers to your questions, but we have tried a few levers and we hope to identify new levers as we bring our companies abroad. So to then dovetail into your second question, what sort of solutions foreign technologies would bring for us? This is an area where we're always very open in welcoming new technologies that can help solve problems for Singapore. We are not bounded today by any particular technology, but we have identified various verticals that's important for us. One of the key verticals is cybersecurity. This is one area we've identified that as we push connectivity, cybersecurity solutions is one where we really need to pay very serious attention to making sure that the connectivity infrastructure that we bring about is secure and trusted. So once you have cyber incident in your home that involves your fridge or your wearable, you're not going to use that again. So this is something that we're very mindful of. Two, in the area of AI, in the area of data science, we have also announced investments from government going in, where we see significant sort of technology forward which we expect in these two areas of innovation. So these are the kind of technology that we are looking at going forward.
Thank you. Other questions for Nokia or IMDA? All right, there.
Thomas from Palm. Just a question, you talked about, mentioned the word unlimited and more interesting words like that, so when you look into the future, but how do you work together with private sector and the government sector? How do you tap into the consumer's need when you design the future systems?
Thanks for raising the question. So we are quite open to looking at how do you allocate spectrum for 5G. I'm not going to be bounded by what the traditional model has been. Of course, we subscribe to a competitive model when demand outstrips supply. But if we make available enough spectrum in the 5G space, so in modeling or looking at how much spectrum is needed, so today we have modeled or we have expected about 1 to 2 gig amount of spectrum needed for the 3G, 4G world. As we move into 5G, in Singapore, the kind of intensity that we use spectrum, we are looking at about more than 3 gigahertz of spectrum that's required. So as we move into the millimeter wave band and we talk about 500 megahertz of spectrum per operator, minimally to bring about experience, is there a new allocation model? Because each band is going to be narrow. Do we still do competitive bidding? I know in America, I think AT&T recently acquired spectrum through auction, paid quite handsomely for some of the millimeter waves. But is auction the way to go? Perhaps if there is competition. But if we make available nice amount, adequate amount of spectrum, can we facilitate technology development through different ways of making spectrum available? So I'm not saying that it had to be free, but we have made it free for trial to encourage technology for the next 2 years as we lead up to WRC 19. Can it remain affordable while we overlay it with the sort of more premium bands in the sub 1 gig where the operators bid for it? So I think there might be opportunities for policy or regulatory innovation here, but we would like to hear from the industry how we can facilitate this.
For Nokia, question. Before we have these 5G capabilities there in use, how do you test things in real-life settings?
Yeah, there are, of course, you heard about a kind of a pre-5G standard. Mainly two big operators pressed forward and couldn't wait, let's say, until 2020. We need this technology, even if it's not finalized in a kind of a pre-standard version, mainly to test it, to see how it works. What can we achieve, and also back to the question how much spectrum we need. So we're starting even in this year with applications like fixed wireless access. So that's limited, we don't have any mobility there as a replacement of a fiber cable. What can we deliver with 5G? And that is also the test we are currently engaged. How feasible is it? How is it economic to do this fixed wireless access? And then several trials will start in the next year. One of the most focused one is the Winter Olympics in Korea, where we still have a pre-standard 5G system, but we're trying to test all kind of aspects. Not only we as a vendor, but also operators, what is possible in terms of virtual reality, in uplink, in downlink, in capacity, and out of this to get the experience with different frequencies, what is a feasible way to go forward and to have it established in the 5G 3GPP standard, which we expect by the end of the first step, end of 2018, to be available. Still need some time to develop the products for this. So 2018, 2019 we will have the first 3GPP standard versions, which are mainly concentrating on mobile broadband, Many other fancy technologies will come in a second phase in 2019, end of 2019, and that is the way how the technology involves in many trials from the operator side and also from the vendor side. So 2020, the Olympics in Japan, we're expecting a deployment where we can deliver something about 10 gigabits in downlink on a 3 GBP standardized 5G system.
Questions? Okay, there.
Nicholas question from Finland. I would like to ask, how do you see the role of Nokia in the future of automotive or mobility or traffic sector? I know that Nokia was one of the founding members of 5G Automotive Association, which was last autumn launched. Members like BMW and Daimler are also there. So how do you see the role of Nokia in the future?
Yeah,
well, do you want to answer? Okay, let's do that. All right.
I wouldn't feel myself a hell of an expert in that. Yeah, we're quite engaged in this. As you know, there are different technologies we approach. We are, of course, in the vehicle to X technology, pushing this technology. Yeah, we see definitely a big future in this. We see this will be also definitely a part of 5G. The discussion is now also, does it have to be 5G? Quite a lot of applications can be done in 4G. And it's an active discussion, and I'm also very eager to see how it goes on. You heard about these use cases like truck platooning. Is that really a use case? Do we need 5G? Yeah, we can see it from different angles, from the economics and purely from the technique. And an ongoing discussion, and we are very active in this.
Just one observation, if I may. It's interesting that we talk about 5G into machines and into other parts of the sector, and as we tour the exhibition in this forum, you're beginning to see new firms entering the sector, and it's also beginning to see operators, traditional telcos, entering other sectors of the economy. So we see traditional companies like Siemens and all getting into connectivity space, and I hear Nokia getting into the automotive space. So increasingly, I think the next 5 to 10 years, the profile of the industry will change. What is fixed line, what is mobile, and what is wireless, I think it will change, because if wireless can deliver the kind of capacity and the capabilities like a fixed line, I think the kind of services that you offer, the kind of players you see in both different sectors will shift. And I think this will be quite inevitable. So the regulatory frameworks, the policy frameworks, I think will begin to shift. Not maybe starting with the infocom sector, but maybe many other traditional sectors we have to rethink the players in the sector. Because already today we see end-to-end communications, SIM cards are actually embedded when the car arrives in Singapore, when the fridge arrives in Singapore. So the connectivity has to be already enabled. So what sort of framework do you have to enable some of these quite interesting shifts at the margins of each sector because of connectivity, that you're bringing connectivity to not just people, but also machines.
Question about consumers living in their homes. And nowadays in Singapore, we have this 1 gigabit fiber coming to almost every home, I guess. In Finland, if I compare, everybody has 4G mobile connectivity in their homes, so not that many people anymore use fixed connectivity. And my challenge here, for example, is that I needed to buy 3 routers to 3 floors of my house to be able to access the internet with my devices. When will I have 5G enabled mobile connectivity in every home here? Or will there still be fiber connections and fixed connections to homes here?
Maybe I'll give you a present view because I don't know how it will be with the 5G. We still see need for fiber because fiber now not serves connectivity for an individual but for the home. So fiber becomes the home communication connectivity. So we talk about 4K TV, where homes may have several of those. Each one goes on video streaming, internet, etc. 1 gig today, where you have a very highly connected home, it's not enough. You have 2 persons streaming videos on the internet. You find it a little bit frustrating. So we think there will be fiber to the home. And we do see mobile coming in, complementing the connectivity very well, because Singapore consumers are very impatient when you have no connectivity. So we see mobile coming in when connectivity over fiber drops, or when mobile doesn't work too well, fiber takes over. So in the sort of very connected world here in Singapore, with very high demand, high expectation of performance for connection, especially when you have things being connected. Almost always, I think that you need 2 sort of connectivity to be available at the same time. So when 5G comes about, I'm not sure, but I think there will still be space for fiber and 5G wireless to many devices. That's how I see it.
More questions?
Ian Hamilton, UPM. As a consumer, the most thing I'm most concerned about is cost. 5G sounds fantastic, but what's it going to cost me? New device, monthly service, etc., etc. Any idea?
Nokia like that.
Yeah, I can't predict the cost, but what I try to also address the fixed wireless access use case and economics is quite something what is tested now, and what works with one operator or in one country may not work at all in another country. So Singapore, very fiber-rich, very well-connected, one of the most well-connected countries in the world. Does fixed wireless access makes sense in an economic way. That is probably clearly a question where Singapore stands out, where the fiber connections have its assets and its advantages. And when we're thinking about rural areas, fixed wireless access maybe makes sense, but we don't really have rural in Singapore. So this is something where we also in our trials, what we're working out, how much effort we have to bring in to deliver the gigabits to the home, and what effort would competitors have to dig in the cable. Even the cable technology is also enhancing. We can see that. So fiber to the home is one thing. The other part is definitely also our transformation to cloud, which is a big part of 5G. That transformation to cloud computing is a transport question as well. We have to deliver all this data via fiber network. Is it efficient in certain cases to do this in a cloud environment, or have the technology on the cell side? This is one of the big transformation challenges which we have in the next years, and that goes in line with 5G. To see also what is cost efficient, at least also to the end subscriber.
Anything you would like to tell about cost? Okay, so we are not getting a clear answer to the cost. We heard the word unlimited earlier, and then we'll see what the
prices
cost.
are limited.
Alright. Time for one more question. Okay, I can make it because I really want to know, when can I go to buy a 5G enabled phone and use it with gigabits of speed for real services?
I think it will definitely come. So the timeline, as I mentioned, we will have a phase of pre-standard 5G phones. So you can imagine how a pre-standard 5G technology, but how a pre-standard 5G phone will look like. We probably need a suitcase or something like that. So not really something we are aiming for. So the standard, and where we see the first deployments is 2020. And as we know, the chipset vendors and the big players preparing for that, for the standardized 5G. And from 2020, we will definitely see smartphones, handsets, capable of 5G, and of course, all other technology as well.
So Eileen, what is your wild guess when will this be enabled in this country?
One thing I put a wild guess, it's very much driven by the industry, the vendors, the suppliers, the chip makers, has to be ready. So harmonization of spectrum in 2019, standardization is going on effort. Some bring it about in 2018, 2019, looking at the trials for the various Olympics. Our guess really is in the 2022, 2025, we might see some commercialization of equipment, whether you're going to have mature mass adoption at affordable prices. I think very much depending on use cases and how the industry takes it on and how where the technology, the next push is going to be. So 2025, that sort of time frame, perhaps.
Okay, thank you for having this good fiber connectivity to every home here, so that's really a pleasure to live in here. Hey.